What we do here is go back.
Invaluable pawn, so let the merge begin. Now that the spiders are gone, with the core in my hands, reality shall collapse, and my eternal reign will stretch beyond divine grasp. So fade away and return to nothing. Your strength is great, but you're no match for me, no. Let you live, only entertain me, God of all creation. pasta in your head. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it.
Alright, let's start it there.
Yeah. We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Plain hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked your side of your door. Use the one who will get to step in. Where was that bravado? You had a hot minute ago. Hey, we got ups, but I wouldn't say we beat. How the saying go, it's a two-way street. Give me on the pipe and you know they had a tweak. I'm just trying to lay my name, you get what I'm speaking. We entertain the masses and anywhere the weekend. There's some asshole think that he can press the lead and put the whole squad down, get out within the weekend. But we stars, boys, who continue going see. We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Play hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked the side of your door. Use the one who will get to step in. Where was that bravado? You had a hot minute ago. Talk big game till you learn it ain't one. Catching nails on this track's another freight ton. Not a single dub, so you gotta make one. Gee, yeah, domino, trying to cook some great stuff.
You can keep ducking, this be the season for hunting. We done and doing our treasures while casually pressing your buttons. You keep pretending and nothing, but we can tell you be frontin'. Try betting us with a poker, but your face looking all flushed. And we calling out all your bluffs and we telling you what is what. And we saying enough's enough, but you trying to keep acting tough. If you really think that you run, let me tell you, you ain't the one. Cause the song will be nothing speakers and our whole team finna pump it, y'all.
We've ended careers before. They call us a lethal weapon. You brandish an unsheathed sword. Played hero, Roroni Kenshin. We kicked the side of your door. Use the one who will get to step in. Where was that bravado? You had a hot minute ago. We eating pasta in your head. It tastes like heaven. And we eating pasta and it good. Yeah. Who is the king? Cruising around with nowhere to go, watching the physical world implode. Take all comers, but ain't no show. So what next but the sound barrier? So run your car, not your mouth, 'cause out here there's no room for cowards. The flash of life is all you see, just another day when you're drifting. You lost your crown, lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace. The flash of life is all you see, just another day when you're drifting. So run your car and out your mouth. Out here there's no room for doubts. Lost your crown and lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace. Run your car and out your mouth. Out here there's no room for doubts. Lost your crown and lost your place, picked back up, left in disgrace.
I was almost perfect there. Oh. Oh my gosh. Ah. Bro, I like, so I called out, right? Because I'm kind of glad I did, personally, because, you know, I stopped streaming. And, I wasn't, like, sick like I have the last couple of days, but I, like, felt disgusting, a little bit. Just because my stomach hurt. So, but I got up at 9 a.m. I went to bed at like 3 or 4. I got up at 9 a.m. because my phone got me up. And I didn't get a reply from my boss. Because you're supposed to call them, and it was like midnight, so I didn't want to call him. So I sent him a text. And he didn't text me back. So I was worried that he didn't see it. So I tried to call him, and then I tried to call the work phone, and then I tried to call one of the other people, and they're like, "Oh, don't worry, we got it." I was like, "Okay, good." I was like, "I'm sorry. I feel like shit right now, but I want to make sure that you guys know I'm not a no call, no show." They're like, "Don't worry, we saw it. We just didn't tell you." And I was like, "Okay, good. Don't die. I should be fine to go back tomorrow." I took something to help out. But I'm eating less today. I think that, like, part of my problem is some of the things I decided to eat. And we're just gonna eat less today. I'm gonna grab something here in a moment. I hope that's alright. Hello, everybody. I know, by the way, that this time slot is a little inconvenient because some of you guys also really like watching other people around this time on Saturdays, and I apologize. Do not feel that you are obligated to be here if you want to watch other people. This is not a normal time slot for me, so I understand. Can't tune in and watch the VOD later. Thank you. That is totally fine. And I'm going to encourage everybody, if you don't want to stick around because you've got other people to watch or you're busy or whatever, I don't care. You are fine. Go do that. It's going to be 100% fine. And so because of that, this is just an extra stream. I promised that I would do this because you guys went above and beyond yesterday, way further than I was expecting. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, oh, I know this is like, as long as I do my normal thing and, people will support me. If I get X amount of support, I'll consider calling off so we can watch this whole thing because I really don't want to extend the Ethan Klein H3 Hassan Piker debate more than 2 days because I just don't fucking care. But then you guys blew it out of the water and I was like, all right, I'm kind of obligated by law to give you guys what you want. And again, my stomach is still bothering me, so it still kind of works out. Yeah. So that all happens. Okay. We're working up to what everybody in chat's already talking about, the stream title. And let me tell you, the stream was supposed to only be H3 and Hassan, because that's all that mattered. All right. It was going to be us finishing the stream, laughing at two tards on the internet that are talking about a political situation that both of them really don't have any stake in, or real stake in my personal opinion. And then we were just going to leave it off. You know, I was like, oh, you know, we'll do this, we'll do that, you know, whatever. I'm blue now. Yes. By the way, I have employed a couple more mods because I need some. If you've been given the mod wrench, I trust you. And please don't abuse it. I know Magma's friendly. I think you're friends with Ava, so that makes you doubly friendly. If you're friends with Ava, you're like trustworthy for the most part. Just don't like ban people for stupid reasons, you know. But no, I had to add a few moderators because after last night I was like, you know what, we need more than just temp, basically. I felt bad because like I was like, everything happened when you left. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, it's not your fault. It just happened after you'd left. So I have more mods, trustworthy people, I would say, exceptionally good individuals, and they will assist me. Again, the rule of thumb for today is you are not allowed to give your political opinion whatsoever. I don't care what it is. You're not allowed to give it because we are not a politics channel. We are a debate and reporting channel, and our job is to report drama and only drama. If there is war happening, we don't care. And if you have an issue with that, well, there are a dozen other channels where you can go talk about what you think about the Sand War. I'm not one of them. Okay, that is my rule. I just don't care. Okay. Cool. Anyway, let's get on to why the stream is named after iDubbbz today. Because iDubbbz, oh my fuck, could not decide to let sleeping things lie. And he decided to make another video on H3H3. This one appears to be, he calls it a content deputy, which funny enough is what I was planning to call a video. If I was thinking about making a video on iDubbbz. I definitely want to make one now. Maybe that's what this will be. Who knows? I'm kind of in the mood to just react to stuff and then upload it after I make sure that all the swear words are cut. Bonk accepted, attitude corrected, I'll behave. Thank you, I appreciate it. But he made a new video on H3H3, which, you know, you figured after the last video that this man made, where he was BTFO'd by everybody, including partially Hassan, based off of last night, you would think that he'd be smart enough not to do this again. I guess not. I guess he needs to, you know, continuously get his licks in, I guess. We will see what this video is about. I kind of, depending on the timeline for this video, okay? Depending on the timeline of this video, I'm going to assume it has something to do with Creator Clash. I have not watched, I know this video has been out for about an hour or two. No, it's been just about an hour. So I have no idea what this video is going to be about. I am going to assume it's going to be about Creator Clash, and if it was, again, depending on the timeline, it is going to detail his thoughts and opinions about it. So that's what we're going to watch, and we are going to watch it again with Minecraft in the background because that is what I want to do. And so we're going to go through it, we're going to watch it, we're going to give our opinions. There's probably going to be more opinions on this video than with the debate, because the debate requires us to have some political opinions that we're not going to have. But with this, we can just make fun. With this, we can just say, man, that sounds stupid, that sounds retarded. And that's going to be way easier for us to do. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Let me pop it out here. Let me pop this shit out here for you. We're going to switch over. Corporate isn't here today, so I'm finally get to listen to your stream while I pretend to work. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So we got the vidya here. We will obviously pull it up if we need to pull it up. And when we pull it up, we will. But the goal... Oh, you know what? We're going to hide the blood sports thing here because we're not engaging or watching blood sports. We are only watching a broken man try to justify the actions he has taken. What does my house look like? Well, I don't have a house. I have a mountain. There's a big difference. Very big difference. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to pause the music here. And we're going to get started on Content Deputy H3. And please let me know if it is too quiet and I need to make it louder.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Content Deputy. Now normally in a Content Deputy I would dance around in my cop outfit in the woods, but this video isn't going to have any of that fanfare. We're just going to get straight into it.
I noticed that he's playing some very obtuse music here, and I'm glad that he's like getting down to it. Maybe, you know, I can imagine that he like looked at how everybody took the openings that he decided to do and say, man, these were all shit, why did you do this? He's like, okay, we won't play the openings anymore. We're just gonna do a nice cold open where he's not gonna do his thing. He like reduced the amount of like silliness with all of his stuff by like a bajillion %, and now he's just like, listen, we're gonna do it nice and clean. We're going to do a nice, silly little opening, but we're not going to do Hassan. We're not going to do Frogan. We're not going to do all of the people that everybody hate. We're just going to have me in the intro, and that should be okay. And I can legitimately believe that he was bullied into doing that personally. The video is cringe. Make it better. I am here, so it will be 100% better at the beginning.
I was hoping that if I made a video about Ethan, he would act like an adult and he would keep the attacks directed at me and Anissa. Unfortunately, I was wrong in thinking that, because Ethan, in a desperate attempt to attack and smear Anissa and I, he's...
Okay, what did you expect? Okay, listen. I can understand, like, if you want to make a critique of Ethan, and he decides to go after other people when you didn't include other people, that's one thing. But the man fucking included Hassan, he included Frogan, he included Denims, people that intentionally have been going after him. And again, I will make sure to reiterate time and time again, I do not like any of these people. I think all these people suck. However, what they have decided to do against Ethan Klein is a disgusting, absolutely disgusting, gross thing by calling CPS or pushing people to think that Ethan has gone crazy. In some ways, he probably has. But like, the attacks that are going out against Ethan Klein should not be acceptable to anybody. I don't expect people on the right, the left, or the center to have these attacks going on against each other. It's not fair, it's not right, and it's legally dubious in my personal opinion. So, iDubbbz, if you're upset that he went after other people, it's because you included them in the video. You did. You could have left that out. I don't know. That's my opinion. That's my opinion, though.
Started attacking our charity event.
I don't know if you know this, but last year they lost $250,000 to be.
Oh wow, he is including holy shit. Okay, he stayed up all night doing this. He stayed because the debate for this debate like started at like 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and ended at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. 5-hour debate, basically. So he saw this debate and decided to start jumping on this immediately. So this video was recorded within the last 24 hours. That is how quickly Ethan has recorded this video. That's crazy. Holy cow. Wow. He must have been, I don't know. That's cringe, man. I don't know. I feel like if you want to make a video response, you can. You should be allowed to, but this is insane. The fact that he's just going this quickly, this hard. I mean, to be fair, you know, yes, it is true that Ethan is attacking his charity. Or I don't know if attacking the charity is the right idea. I guess I'll leave that up to you guys. I feel like I'm not really going to take an opinion on that. I will say that Ethan has definitely been very, very, very critical of the event. I would have to see some proof for him actually attacking it. In my personal opinion, attacking a charity would be saying don't donate to this charity. If he has said don't donate to this charity, then yeah, probably I would agree that is attacking it. But I personally don't watch all of Ethan's coverage. I don't like him as an individual, so I don't know everything that he says. But like I don't know. I feel like that's I feel like that's a stretch unless I see some proof of it. But again, I'm willing to be proven wrong. I'm willing to see it. But yeah. Also, again, I feel like it's worth pointing out, it's not a charity event. Literally, year one of Creator Clash, he went on Ethan's show and said it's not really a charity event. A charity element is added to it. So I can already see the, oh my gosh, you're attacking a charity. Why would you attack a charity? It's like, it's not a charity, bro. They don't treat it like a charity. They've said in the past they don't look at it as a charity, because if they did, it would be taken more seriously, and he wouldn't be this irresponsible. So I don't feel like I should put it on the same level as a charity, in my personal opinion.
Actually have to give money to charity, Hassan. You have to give money to be charity. It's like a slush fund for them.
Ethan and Hila are well aware that we raised $1.3 million for charity the first year of Creator Clash. The second year we operated at a loss, and I take full responsibility for that. We did band together. The community and the fighters involved ended up raising $175,000 for charity. It's been really—
Which isn't even the amount needed to finish paying. I don't know. I'm going to assume that money went to charity. I'm assuming in good faith that money went to charity. But broski, that was not even the money you lost. You lost $250,000. You were 70,000 shy. That is insane. Oh, why is Ethan going after people I had in my video that wants to hurt Ethan Financial? Also, why is iDubbbz releasing this the day after the debate, knowing he's hurting for funds for Creator Clash? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a lot of questions I feel like are going to go unanswered. Hot take, Ape Story was never good. It was the brain rot slap of our gen. Probably. I never watched him before. I never watched him during, and I don't plan to watch him after. I just know the controversies that he's gotten in. That's kind of like the thing with a lot of creators. It's like, I'll watch them and say, I don't know this guy's content. I just know that he fucked up, and I want to laugh at it.
Really disheartening to see how often Ethan will attack Creator Clash through us, or attack us through Creator Clash.
Ian and Anissa, masters of putting on an event.
He's reposting random troll accounts that are very easy to vet. If you click on this profile, it has a bunch of Sam Hyde adjacent posts, and it just hates Anissa.
Because it is related to Sam Hyde, we have to discredit it immediately. And I will say that Sam Hyde has definitely been quite the big troll to Ian and Anissa. I would say that some of it is maybe warranted because iDubbbz was planning to go and cancel him, but that's like a personal opinion. I feel like Sam Hyde is definitely upset with how he was treated, and it's just like, I don't know what you expect. You're gonna go after like one of the kings of comedy. You're gonna get somebody that's gonna like piss all over you, and it's like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Come on, dude, you're one step away from calling me a cuck. Just take the plunge. He's highlighting this post that equates.
That is, oh my gosh, why would you? I'm gonna reverse that. I'm gonna reverse that. We're gonna listen to that again a little bit louder.
A bunch of Sam Hyde adjacent posts, and it just hates Anissa and I. Come on, dude, you're one step away from calling me a cuck. Just take.
I can't believe he just said that. I can't believe he just said, bro, just call me a cuck. No. Dude, the next time he's getting on camera, he will. No. Oh my gosh, why would you do that to yourself, Ian? Why?
Take the plunge. He's highlighting this post that equates Creator Clash to a crypto rug pull. He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it. Now, with this recent revelation that people are just going to use Creator Clash to attack Anissa and I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We have relinquished control to our business partners who ran the previous two events. They're very capable. They know exactly what...
So he is no longer actually taking part in it. That's dude, do you remember what happened last time he did this? And he's like, somebody's trying to take over Creator Clash. Somebody took over Creator... It sounds like somebody just took over Creator Clash. Holy fuck, that's hilarious. So now it's gone. Now it's gone. I'm gonna take the plunge. iDubbbz your cut. No, yeah, I think that I agree. I think that he would be personally, like, you know.
They're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening. Anissa and I just don't have any financial ties. We don't have any ownership. We are, you know. I think just going to be known as the founders of the event. Yeah, I mean, I think it had to come to this eventually. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I mean...
Holy crap. Yeah, I can't keep my mouth shut, so I'm going to get rid of it so that the event doesn't suffer. You know, that is actually a smart idea, my personal opinion.
I can. I just didn't want to. I want to be frank. I want to be honest. I was very quiet during the second Creator Clash because I was afraid of how that would impact other people. This year I said I'm going to do something different. I'm going to fight back if someone's trying to attack me. So that's what I did. And now I've realized, like, I can't really have my cake and eat it too. It's either you're going to talk shit like a foul beast on the internet, or you're going to have a charity event. You know, it really can't be both. I'm very proud of the event that we made with Creator Clash. It's still happening, June 28th. I'm just not going to be involved in it. Please, for the love of God, support this event. You know, I feel like in some...
I will say right here, right now, chat, if you want to support charity, please do not support this event, because this event, in my personal opinion, was founded by people that are not in it for the charity. They were in it because they want to be clout chasers. So if you want to actually support charity, go actually give money to charity right now. All right, that's just straight up. Don't give money to these people. These people are not good people, in my personal opinion. With the way that Ian has acted, I do not believe that he is a good individual and is deserving of having working a charity. I mean, it's proof by the fact that he no longer is working in the charity, but like, don't give this man or his charity money. Go donate to a charity yourself. It is very easy for you to like go to a Tiltify website and donate to charity. In my personal opinion, listen, I was not even going to support him the first, second, or now even the third year. But like, if I was to, at this point, I definitely wouldn't. I would just go donate to well, I immediately just thought of Autism Speaks, but I can't use Autism Speaks because they are evil, from what I heard. So I wouldn't donate to that, but I would donate to something. I would donate to anything other than just Ian and Anissa's boxing event, because absolutely not. Absolutely not. So.
In some ways, I'm like cutting off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap, and so I can fight. Well, that's a bad analogy.
That's a bad analogy, yeah.
We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand that this is the best move. If the previous content cop was entertaining to you, or this video is entertaining, or you like the message, the best thing that you can do, for me, is to support Creator Clash. Buy a ticket, buy a pay-per-view ticket, an in-person ticket, or donate to the fund.
He's really begging. Okay, I find it kind of dumb, like doing the whole, oh, he must be broke kind of thing. Because like I don't want to like fall flat on my face and just like when it comes out that, oh, maybe they weren't. But I will say he is like shilling this really hard, and it does sound like he's kind of terrified of something bad happening to it. I don't know. I just find him begging for it like this to be very, very sus. Never donate to YouTuber created charities. I agree. I will say that like some VTubers do decent jobs with it. Like when there was the hurricane in Florida last year, I know that a couple of VTubers did like a charity event, and then like because of the hurricane that swept over parts of the US, people did charity events, and like they used Tiltify. Tiltify, as far as I know, Tiltify is an acceptable, non-corrupted platform for you to donate money to individuals in need. So if you want to like set up a charity, like just use Tiltify, because Tiltify just directly gives it to the charity. And I think that that's a good middle ground, basically, for actually donating. I would look at, if somebody uses Tiltify, I would say that they're probably more, they're a better creator, because I feel like more people will trust Tiltify than random YouTubers, basically, you know?
Fundraiser. I just want to see this event do well. You know, I didn't try this shit because... Is
this supposed to be content deputy? Why am I listening to Creator Clash shill? That's a good question. Why are we just listening to him talking about Creator Clash? I mean, like, I know that he has to like come out and say, hey, Ethan was making fun of this event, so I want to come out and own him by saying that I don't even run the event anymore, which, by the way, is not an own. That is not an own whatsoever. That is him just saying, I admit defeat. I can't run a charity event, so I'm going to let somebody else that actually knows how to run a charity event take over it for me. That's what this is. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. He is coming out and saying, I can't run a charity anymore, so somebody else is going to run the charity for me. And it's just like so sad that she, like, it's sad to admit that, like, trust me, if I fucked up in this major way, yeah, it would really suck for me and I wouldn't want to come out and admit it. But like, you know, if I didn't know how to run a charity, yeah, I'd have to come out and say, I don't know how to run a charity. I'm going to give it to somebody that actually knows what they're doing. And we're going to hope that they aren't like skimming money off the top or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just like this guy, he doesn't know what he's doing. So at the very least, he's being truthful and being like, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. So somebody else is going to do it for me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Because I thought I was going to be a good boxer. I didn't think I would be an awesome event organizer. And, you know, now I'm finally back to where I started, which is making fucking content cop videos. I don't want to make this too ham-fisted, but I kind of...
Okay, that sounds like he's very depressed that he has to make content cop videos. It makes it sound like, guys, I'm really upset that I have to come back and make these videos that I'm not proud of. Okay, then don't make them. Go back to making videos. Like, go back to making videos where you're reviewing, like, weird shit on the internet. Like, seriously. Like if you don't like making these videos, don't do it. Because right now, my if from the way I kind of perceive this, it sounds like he's upset because he feels forced to make these. Motherfucker, you're not forced to make anything. If you don't want to make content cops, don't make a content cop. Just don't care. I don't know. Who's making you do these videos? Exactly. I don't feel bad for Creator Clash. Here's why. iDubbbz had been fully fucking aware of what the content combat takes in the internet climate would do to the perception, and he still did it. No, yeah, like legitimately. I don't understand why he thinks that this is somehow H3's fault, because H3 was responding to other individuals on the internet for harassment, like IRL harassment he was getting. Again, I will not understate it enough. I don't like H3. I don't like Hassan. I don't like iDubbbz. I don't like any of these people. But when you engage in IRL harassment, that crosses a fucking line, and they crossed a line. And he was giving some critique, and Ian was caught in the crossfires. And should Ethan have been better on his delivery and his critique over his buddy? Yes, I think that this probably he probably could have handled it way better than he did with Ian. But like, you know, it is what it is. Now it's out, and now Ian is responding, in my personal opinion, the worst possible fucking way ever. You know, is this modded Minecraft? No, this is Minecraft with a few plugins in it. If you want to join the Minecraft server, it is a tier 3 membership on YouTube or a tier 2 membership on Twitch every single month. It is a little expensive, but that is part of that money goes towards the upkeep of the server. Just telling you where that money goes to every single month. So I actually need to send Bold some of that as well. So if you do become a tier 3 member on YouTube or tier 2 on Twitch, you can join the server and play with us. It also keeps trolls out because people aren't going to pay $10 a month to play on a server where all that kind of stuff happens. So, yeah.
I do want to make it ham-fisted because I'm like, I spent my last fucking 4 years working on this stupid boxing shit. I mean, it was worth it, absolutely. But like, it's crazy that I've just returned to content cop. Having said all that...
Oh my gosh, he rubbed his eye like he was about... Hold on, let me see if I can go back to that here.
Because I'm like, I spent my last fucking
we're gonna pause here.
Working on this stupid boxing shit. I mean, it was worth it, absolutely. But like, it's crazy that I've just returned to content.
Like, okay. Maybe I'm psychoanalyzing here. Maybe I'm like being absolutely stupid. But it looks like he's about to start crying. He's like rubbing his eye, and to be fair, I rub my eyes sometimes as well, but it looks like he's about to start crying. He's like, man, I can't believe I have to go back to fucking content cop. So it's just like, then don't, motherfucker.
Having said all that, Creator Clash ticket link down in the description. Go check it out, buy tickets, support the charity, support the fighters, and have a good-ass time. I mean, ultimately, I think it's a good thing because I think I am meant to roll around in shit. I think me and Ethan are both meant to be rolling around in pig shit all day long, and other people...
He sounds so upset. Like, oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
...are meant to do boxing or debating or whatever else. Ethan and me, pig shit rolling around type of fellas.
You underestimate my strength! I've got kosher strength! The will of Allah! I mean Yahweh! Yahweh!
I think the worst criticisms I labeled at Ethan is that he's a bad boss, a tyrant of a boss. I just implied that he was being taken advantage of by people either in his community or outside of his community, and I called him a bitch-made coward. That was like the summary of personal insults.
Okay, but you also did not bring up why he was being upset with all of these things. Again, like, I think that Ethan Klein has definitely gone overboard in some of how he's decided to respond to this. Definitely, 100%. But, like, ignoring very core and maybe he gets into this, who knows? Ignoring very core tenets around why he's upset is massively insane to me. Like, how can you say, oh, he's upset, he's flailing around like a madman? Why is he flailing around like a madman, Ian? Why do you think he's so pissed off? Is it because he's got a family, something that you don't have? He has kids that he's trying to protect, something that you don't have, and he's upset because the friends that you work around with are encouraging the behavior of trying to get his kids taken away? Like, again, I don't like how Ethan decided to do this. Like, his delivery and how he decided to handle it was stupid and dumb and immature, and I think that Ethan was very dumb for how he decided to handle it. But you are just as bad by deciding to write it off, in my personal opinion. So, I don't know.
Labeled at Ethan. Before Ethan even knew what my video was about, he was already framing me as anti-Semitic.
But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
I'm one of you. I fucking hate Jews too, guys. Let's get after it. Israelis have no right to defend.
Okay, that is extremely bad faith. I'm going to be honest with you. You should not start... Before you watch a video, I need to get better at this personally, but you cannot just say, oh, my friend has obviously become anti-Semitic now. That's not... That's bad. That's bad, Ethan. No, you shouldn't be doing that. No.
Defend themselves, actually. All Israelis are settlers, actually. What is he going to give me a history lesson now? Is he a historian? Yeah, he just discovered empathy, by the way, and only extends to the point where you're actually talking about Jewish people or Israelis. Then empathy stops, and they should all be murdered. Bro's actually out there like Timothy McVeigh. He's running to the closest fucking kindergarten to blow it up. There's a Jew. I heard there's a Jewish.
That's not what Timothy McVeigh did.
He is okay. I will agree that there is some mild criticism you can give where Ethan is looking for anti-Semitism wherever he can, because like I feel like that's what he's doing. Probably it is definitely over the top a little bit, in my personal opinion. I feel like you can definitely think that some of it looks weird, and you can definitely be critical. But I feel like Ethan is looking in too hard. He's looking way too hard, in my personal opinion. Like, I felt some of it last night, and I was going to give my critique of that later today. But yeah, he's going way too hard, in my personal opinion. I don't know.
They want all you guys to quit, and for me to just be like, alone, little Jew boy, alone.
Like, Ethan, under a year ago, was saying he doesn't use anti-Semitism in that way. He's not a guy to call anything and everything anti-Semitic.
You know, in my whole life, I've never screamed foul on anti-Semitism. I literally have been getting this shit since the second I stepped foot on the internet, and I have never fucking ever done this, okay? So the people online, they're saying, oh, Ethan's making himself a victim, or Ethan's making everything about anti-Semitism. I've done this once in my life right now.
But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
I mean, I get that he's scared and offended, but this was the whole fucking point of my video, Ethan. I was saying that you shouldn't be doing this. It led to me making this video in the first place. You were triggered by this CPS harassment thing, and then you immediately...
Oh my gosh, he finally mentions it, chat. Again, the one thing that upset Ethan was the CPS call, and he never mentioned it at all during his stream. And now he's mentioning it. Holy fuck. I'm going to give a round of applause. iDubbbz did it. He finally mentioned it. Holy shit. By the way, I'm putting this on 1.25 speed because this is way too slow. I'm sorry. Way too slow.
Waited, and Nisa and I...
Shit, hold on. Why did it full screen? Don't do that to me, computer. I didn't ask for that.
That was sloppy, and that was horrendous, and it was horrendous for us. And now you're doing it again.
I'm going to watch it live.
Should you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. But, like, why?
I just don't think... I feel like you're going to get really emotional and say something you regret.
Well, I've got the button.
Like, I know you don't have a problem taking it head on, but I just feel
Of course not, because I know that
you're
whenever...
understandably upset, and I feel like it might be a little...
We wait to talk about it, or you want to talk about it?
You should do it off stream. Because I don't know, this escalated initially because we were live and you guys were heated about, I forget what it was.
I just think it might be wise to watch it, think out your thoughts, and respond in a calm way. Because there's no chance that you don't get heated.
I don't need to fucking pre-watch this. I don't need someone else to hold my hand through it. Like, I'm ready to take on anything that these people have to say.
I'm gonna be real. I understand what his coworkers are saying. They're like, listen, you're already heated about this. And I think to some extent they are right. By the same token, as the guy who likes the content, no, watch it live. Watch it live. Watch it live. Watch it live. I want to see you guys eat each other because you guys are all very funny. You're all very funny when you address stuff live. And that's why we love it.
To say about me. He's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys. I'm one of you. I fucking hate Jews too, guys.
You attacked us, so I attacked back, and now you're acting surprised and shocked, and you're doing it all on your podcast live. So naturally, you reacting live is you having an emotional reaction and seeing things that honestly are scary.
I just said I vented about them not defending me. What the fuck?
Is he saying that his content cop video is scary? Is that what he just... I don't know.
Fuck is he like? He's actually losing his shit and I just can't believe it, dude.
Should you call him up?
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. Fair weather friends who are so happy to be friends as long as they're getting something out of it.
Ian sucks for the same reason right now. He could say something
Spineless. Our POV is like, fuck everybody, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my friend, and you never were, and you never will be. You never will be.
What's very insane about this content cop is I was thinking about Ethan's feelings so much in that video. I thought about the idea of like how I shouldn't be saying the term Zionist or Zionism in that video because I was like, he has explained before that
okay. You see, you can't criticize me, Ethan, because I was actually thinking extra about your feelings. That doesn't work, man. That doesn't work. Man, seriously? Are you serious, man? Are you legitimately like, oh guys, I don't deserve criticism. I was trying to make this video because I love Ethan. I just want what's best for my good friend Ethan. And so I'm going to criticize him and say all these dumb things about him. You can't. No, I don't like that. That's concern trolling bullshit. I don't like that whatsoever, Ethan. It's bad. You're very bad, and you should feel bad because of how bad you are.
Personally insulting to him, and he doesn't like that. You know, regardless of how true it is, I was like, I'm going to think about Ethan's feelings and not mention this. Fast forward to him reacting to my video, he's just outright calling me a fucking Nazi.
Is it a coincidence that Ian really shaved his head just before doing this video and he's holding a swastika one? I mean, we can free Palestine without being a Nazi. You fucking Nazis. How about that? Well, this is the white savior, Ian, who's just found empathy, unless you're Jewish, of course.
Ethan, people are allowed to shave their head and not be called anti-Semitic. I mean, if you're going to critique his podcast or be pissed off that he personally insulted you, even that is enough to be...
I will say, Ethan went pretty far on that. I know right now what's happening with Ethan, and I do agree that this is a criticism that some of these people are correct in having. It is correct in saying that Ethan is looking for anti-Semitism where there probably is none. That is a correct criticism to have. I can understand why he would have that criticism because it feels like everybody around him is just like dancing around it. Like, okay, chat, I guess I will ask you guys, I want your interpretation. Do you think that H3 was being intentionally anti-Semitic with that dog whistle sword that he had? Like, legitimately, do you think that's what he was doing? I want to know. Press 1 if you think Ethan was intentionally trying to give a dog whistle, or press 2 if you think that this is just cope and it's dumb. Because I personally don't think it is. I personally just think it is like a bad choice of swords, bad time to shave your head. I mean, like, you know, whatever, shave your head, whatever, it doesn't matter. Ethan's kind of had his head shaven for a while, so I don't feel like that's a good criticism. I don't know. Are you going to edit last night's re-upload? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just fine. But like, I'm legitimately serious. I think that it's a dumb argument from H3 because all it allows Ian to do is come back and say, listen to him. He's imagining the anti-Semitism. It gives Ian the ability to say, where's the anti-Semitism in the room? Where is the anti-Semitism in the room, sir? Can you point it out to me? Point it out to me so that I can help you out. That's what Ian is going to do here. He's going to say that, like, you're wrong, you're stupid, and you're, again, failing for something that doesn't exist. You think it was intentional? I don't know. Again, like, my personal opinion is I just feel like Ethan was looking for something to be upset with. Because, again, I don't like any of these people, and my personal opinion is they all fucking suck just a little bit, but, you know, that's just me. 3 wanting to be funny. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know. Unlike Hassan, Ian probably knows what bleach is. Probably.
Called anti-Semitic is fucking crazy. Now, I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword. I don't want to talk about Hassan's sword hilt.
Please do.
Because Ethan himself basically admitted already multiple times he doesn't think any of us did that intentionally. And he would be right.
Do I think any of them actually like wanted to put a swastika in the photo? No, no. I don't actually think that. The chances that they did on purpose is close to 0, right? So I'm not accusing them.
I picked up a random sword in Hassan's room that was laying around. That could be the end of the discussion. You don't actually need to debate Hassan about.
That is a weak point, in my personal opinion. Like, you can go round and round. Oh. I feel sneeze coming on. My apologies. You can go round and round in corners about this, but I just don't think that it is. Oh, excuse me. From the stream last night, Hassan called it a Nazi sword. Whether or not Ian knew about Hassan's comment is unknown. Yeah. Why does Hassan have a sword like that? Because it was funny to Hassan. That's a. It's a dumb opinion, my personal. Bless you. I haven't sneezed yet, but thank you. No, my personal opinion is like that is a dumb argument to have. It is a bad coincidence, but I don't think it's a good argument. Cope and sneeze, yes.
About the sword hilt.
He left it up.
Decision making.
If it was a mistake, he could have deleted it.
But I'm not going to delete the photo because that would be indulging in your weird anti-Semitic fantasies.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi. You fucking Nazis. How about that?
I'm done being nice to Ethan. I gave it a chance. My sincerity and my empathy in that last video was real. I was even equating to him having crash out moments in the same way that denims could have crash out moments. I think we're all capable of it. But he was using it in the video to suggest that I was making fun of his mental health.
To my good friend Ian of 8 years, I really appreciate you weaponizing my mental health against me.
To make Ethan crash out. He's having a parasocial weird crash out. People can have crash out moments. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help. Dude, I'm not making fun of your mental health. Every example you used was me basically saying that other people are trying to affect you. It's understandable that you're going through this right now, Ethan. We all go through this.
To characterize anything I'm doing as crashing out, that I need help, that I need to get some kind of treatment, is cruel and pathetic on a level I didn't think he would ever be possible of doing.
Every fucking example that you tried to smear me with was me actually pointing to something else that could be affecting you. He even brought up the clip of me saying, if you get help. We all need help. Everyone on this planet needs help. I don't care how you get it. You can wander into the jungle and go on an ayahuasca trip. I don't care how you get your help or what you define as help. But if it helps you, that would be good. Because right now it doesn't seem like you're getting much help. The main criticism that I was seeing online with my video from Ethan and Hila is that I didn't mention the CPS call.
There's really just one central point that I want to make here. My good friend Ian, in his hour-long takedown, did not mention one time Child Protective Services. Not one time.
There was not even one mention of CPS.
And a lot of the clips he uses is us fired up from the day that CPS came to us.
I can already imagine what his argument is going to be. His argument is going to be, I didn't want to mention it because I didn't want to get the kids involved in this. I bet you that's what his argument is going to be. I mean, I'm not going to say diamonds to donuts, that's what it's going to be, but I bet you that's the argument he's going to use.
So, like,
without even explaining that at least that's the context, it's pretty cowardly.
I wonder why I wouldn't mention the CPS call. Could it be that the CPS call happened the same day that you were shit-talking me? And I didn't have any chance to defend myself. You just immediately, in the same podcast, right next to each other, said, CPS call was very traumatic. And then you said, fuck Ian and Anissa. And you linked those together, you kind of layered those flavors, and then Anissa and I got a bunch of harassment. We had nothing to do with the CPS call. What are all these fucking comments on your Reddit saying, like, it happened because of the CPS call? I don't entirely blame your audience for getting confused, because number one, it's a fucking cult, and number two, you can't even get the timeline straight. So if anyone's watching your dumbass, their brain is also going to get scrambled.
Be friends as long as they're getting something out of it. So again, he's not showing the context. What was the okay, I'll play this part. Did you guys ever find the context of what I was talking about here? Because I feel like I wasn't even talking about him. I could be wrong. I just don't remember ever saying, like, if I did say that,
I thought you were talking about them, about Anissa and Ian in that clip.
That's the same clip of when CPS was called.
Yeah.
Same clip.
It's part of the same conversation.
You completely wiped your brain of what happened during the CPS stream. That's not my fucking fault. That's no one else's fault but yours.
All I wanted for you to do was say the bare minimum of like, hey, this is fucked up. This is not true about CPS, whatever, like the bare minimum. It came up because they were talking about it on their fucking podcast. By the way, they're the ones that like started this conversation by talking about it on the podcast. Be like, hey, I'm not getting involved.
I think that was their response after you guys initially called them out.
This is what I was talking about. You cannot have something terrible happen, be like, yes, let's make some content, and then shit talk your friends of 8 years.
I'm so fired up, I don't even know what to do with myself, which is why I'm crying. I don't know if that's a good state to be in life.
That's that. Kind of spin.
And a lot of the clips.
Because I don't really have the timeline of this stuff here, I can't, like, I'm just going to have to take Ian's word for it right now and just say, yeah, that's pretty dumb that he didn't, like, I do think that it is all dumb, but again, like, he could be right, he could be wrong, he could be lying, I have absolutely no idea. I am too tired to look up the timeline, so I'm just going to natively agree with Ian for that purpose.
Clips he uses is us fired up from the day that CPS came to us.
For anyone confused about the timeline, Ethan was talking shit about us on his Instagram.
He actually has a timeline. Lovely. All right, cool.
Before any CPS shit, he was also talking shit about us on his podcast before any CPS visit. On March 7th, CPS visits Ethan and Hila, and that same day, they decide, let's do our podcast, and let's have the topic be the CPS visit and how distraught we are about that. And then right next to that, right after it, you guys talk about me and Anissa. But you don't just talk about us. You shit talk us, and you imply that we're friends with people who are doing this, who are the ones who are harassing you.
Do you have evidence that H3 Snark called CPS on you?
Did I say
like
that?
Random anonymous
Did I say that?
Wait, what's the...
I said their primary responsible for harassing me.
Who called CPS?
What the fuck? So, I don't know.
To be honest, I'm very proud that I...
Oh, that's a very big L. I know that, I don't know if we've gotten to that point in the stream, but like, oh, that is such a big L for Ian, or for Ethan. What did I miss? Two tards fighting with each other. Not the two tards that we are going to be watching after this, but two tards are fighting with each other. You know, so two tards are fighting with each other.
I didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Hila's defense because when you look into the story, it actually looks a lot shittier for Ethan and Hila. And I do mean that literally. There was this H3 stream where Ethan was dumping as per usual. He was talking about his own health. He was talking about his caca breath, his dog having diarrhea, his dog having giardia.
Olive has giardia. It's a bacterial infection in the intestines that makes you have diarrhea.
His child running around putting things in their mouth.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
The whole family possibly having giardia.
Oh,
and now Hila has giardia.
Shut. For real?
And now I think this morning I had diarrhea.
Oh my god.
What can I do to not get it from
Yeah,
you?
I'm trying to...
Because I'm not trying to get it.
No, it's extremely ridiculous to get. You have to ingest my poop.
Talking about the viscosity of his child's shit.
And meanwhile, he is covered in viscous, low viscosity diarrhea.
He mentioned diarrhea a lot.
Crazy diarrheas like in the middle of the night. All the time he's having these crazy diarrheas. You wash your hands as best you can, but these are really nasty diarrheas. And then extremely foul smelling diarrheas.
So of course, Ethan, having made so many enemies over the years, other people react to his content. And when other people see that he's...
Okay, this is a good argument. This is the argument that I initially had when I first saw all of this. It's just like, okay, Ethan, I agree that calling CPS is a very wild and bold move. But you don't need to broadcast to the internet that your child is sick and then also lay out why you might think your child might be sick, because that's just going to give people ammo to go after you. And they did. Like, I'm not going to say that that's right, because it's absolutely disgusting and wrong. And the people that decided to go after Ethan are scumbag human beings that probably should be investigated for like falsely calling CPS on him. But like, Ethan put himself in this situation by telling the internet, I have this dog that has this issue. I now have a child that probably has this issue as well. I probably have this issue. So it's just like, bro, what are you supposed to make me think when you say that? It's just like, yeah, I see why people are doing it. I don't agree that they called, but I see why people are coming to the conclusion that they think that your children are sick with something that was easily fixable. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. I could be absolutely horribly wrong about that. But I look at the whole situation like, bro, Ethan, this was I hate that it's Ian and Ethan. This is so avoidable. Why did that topic just start when I just started eating? I'm sorry.
He's talking about his children getting giardia from dog poop.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
People are quite reasonably concerned. And so, yes, anyone who's seeing that content might be concerned enough to call CPS, including Ethan's own chat, which, by the way, is not a measly number. It's about 26,000 at the time of this stream. So there are 26,000 people listening to Ethan go into great detail over 7 or 8 minutes about diarrhea, viscosity of diarrhea, his child having giardia, him and his whole family having giardia. They're calling it the poop house. Now, what Ethan does, instead of taking any responsibility for sharing too much on his live stream, is that he decides to attack specific creators like Denims and say she was the source of the CPS call because her chat was reacting to Ethan and saying, wow, this is concerning.
Is on her platform right now advocating for our children to be forcibly removed from us by Child Protective Services.
The problem with the CPS thing is that Ethan has proven to be a...
Are they reasonably concerned? I guess that's up to you about what you think. I don't think that this would be reasonably enough concern to call CPS. Absolutely not whatsoever. I think that this is one of those things where he's oversharing on the internet. I do know that people are stupid enough to call CPS over shit like this. But, like, it's not... I just don't think you should be sharing this stuff on the internet. I don't. Just started eating as well. I'm sorry, chat. I knew it was going to come up because they're talking about the CPS call. I'm sorry, chat. If you have to leave because you don't want to get sick from listening to this, I understand. I'm sorry.
Manipulative piece of shit. So when he calls on me to defend him, what the fuck am I meant to do? I don't trust you, and I'm glad I didn't trust you, because in your video defending yourself, you used a video that takes context from like 3 different places and combines them to make it seem like someone is coordinating an attack on you.
Love made a good point. You said, is this every comment? I believe this is a live feed of the chat. This isn't edited.
What about the top right? I thought these were...
No, it's this, I think when you full screen it... No, this is an edit. It's a cutout of the full chat. It's just enlarged there,
really?
Over the screen, yeah.
They're different, I think.
Yeah.
It's not timed. It's not timed the same way.
But it sounds like based on this clip, you knew that it was bullshit, and you just went with it anyway. Ethan Klein uses this very deceptively edited video that is just like doing this smooth scroll to make it seem like that's all of Denim's chat. But that's not what it is. And then when he's called out on it, he hides it. He moves his window over the real chat.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses,
the chat, co-signing
it's very, very, very dangerous.
Now pay attention to her chat.
Have a housekeeper anymore, or perhaps he lost his...
I think that that's... Again, because I don't like either of these two, I think that my critique is, yeah, Ethan should not have been doing something like that. Don't cover up the screen. Like, just come out and say, yeah, I edited it so that you could see the full context of it. That's not good. These are all comments from her chat. These are all comments from her chat, yes. The critique is that he edited it in such a way where people started assuming that it was all one continuous scroll. Now, if you look closely on the scroll, yeah, I personally, if you look closely, if you know how chat is formatted, yeah, I can look at that and say, no, that's obviously not exactly the same. And, I can have that perception, but not everybody's going to have that perception. And that's the problem, is that in the way it was edited, that's how it looked to some people. Can we get this video from Ian instead of the content cop cringe? It seems way better organized and thought out. Nope, you ain't getting that. Sorry, you're not going to get that. Oh, well.
His extra housekeeper. So now the house is just like covered in dog shit. And he has kids, and his kids like...
Why does it have to be anyone else's fault but your...
Does this claim not work because that guy claimed that he did call CPS? Yeah, there was one guy that claimed he called CPS. However, like, it's up to you to determine if the guy just said that because he wanted to be retarded and take responsibility for a crime that he should not have been taking. I'm going to tell you right now, chat, don't commit crimes, all right? Don't commit crimes. It's very dumb. And if you commit a crime, especially like a very serious, egregious one, you're banned from the chat, all right? Sorry, but I don't like, I'm not really a big fan of criminals. But like, except for tax evasion. I might have to give you an exception for tax evasion. We'll see. But like, legitimately, don't commit crimes, all right? Because no, absolutely not. But the problem is that this guy is taking responsibility for it. I don't know how serious I would. I mean, like, I know that Ethan probably takes it seriously, but I don't know how seriously I would keep it. I don't know. I don't know. He moved his camera to not cover her, not to hide her chat. He even mentioned how the chat wasn't directly the chat in the upper right during the stream. Oh, did he mention that? See, again, I don't have that clip on me because I didn't watch the whole thing. But if that's what happened, then yeah, that's kind of scummy of you, Ian, to not mention that. Emphasis on the kappa. Don't do it. Yes. Don't do it. If you do it, you will be banned. Crime bad. Yes. Pretty much crime bad. We don't do crime here. Crime is bad on Monkey Island.
Your own. Take some fucking responsibility. It's just so bizarre that Ethan would expect Anissa and I to make a statement when Denims herself already made a statement about it and said that she does not condone calling CPS.
So we're talking about CPS. 1, I don't condone. 2, I've never condoned it, and you will not be able to find a clip of me saying, yes, we should do this, because it doesn't exist. I've literally given Ethan Klein credit on multiple times or multiple instances, and I will do it again right now, for not showing photos of his kids.
Part of my criticisms of Ethan initially was the openness. I think it's a problem that you were that open, Ethan.
Amen.
Well, you know I'm very open about everything. It's part of how I wanted to conduct myself and how I wanted to relate to the audience is to be open as possible about every fucking thing in my life.
It is not strictly a benefit to be as open as possible on your podcast.
Ethan was just...
You know, it's funny. He says this and then iDubbbz's wife gets on camera and says how iDubbbz is incontinent and has issues with going to the bathroom. And then they both talk about their lives together on their own podcast. It's just like, Ian, you do the exact same fucking thing. You just don't have kids. The major difference is that your wife is talking about your shitting problems. I don't feel like you're that much better on the moral ground here, broski. So it's out of context versus out of context? Yes, pretty much. Pretty fucking much. There we go. That's set up really nicely. Gotta go grab some arrows for that. Pot meat kettle? Yes. Yes. Ian should not be the one saying this? Yes. Yes. I agree. I'm glad chat is kind of like seeing the issue here. I'm glad you guys are seeing the issue here. He's being hypocritical. Yes. Yes, he is. I agree. Again, I'm glad that you guys are here because like I want everybody to see this as well.
Sharing his thoughts, what we were thinking, we were speculating.
Sonny's crawling around. He's putting everything in his mouth. He's at that age. He has giardia.
We were speculating.
Oh,
and now Ela has giardia.
Shut.
Be open as possible about every fucking thing in my life.
Really? How many siblings do you have? I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say.
Amen. Amen. Don't talk about how many siblings you have. Don't, like, I sometimes say, oh, I have X sibling or Y sibling. I don't give numbers. I don't say X, Y, or Z about them. There's a lot of specific information I try to keep private on the internet because, like, it's just not important. I even lie about specific information too, like time zones. Because you don't talk about it. I don't know. I think Ethan gives way too much information out on the internet and then it gets him in trouble. So if two people are incontinent in the same house, that makes me immediately think pills. Oh, man. Even did that on the Content Cop where he put the clip at the end with him oversharing with a therapist. Yes! Thank you for mentioning. I forgot about that. Thank you so much for reminding me. He overshared by talking to a therapist about his relationship with his wife. Oh my gosh. I love you, chat. It's like, it's your fault the CPS was called on you for no good reason is not exactly the defense he should be running. No, I agree. Because you really can't, it's not really fair to just say, Ethan, it's your fault CPS was called, because it's not fair. It's not fair whatsoever. That's not what you should be saying. What you should be saying is, Ethan, you overshare on the internet. I mean, that's what I tell people all the time is like, don't share too many details with people on the internet. We all know Akko's time zone is somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. You got me. You got me. It is in the Pacific Ocean. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to admit it. I'm married to an elf and have 3 kids. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Better be careful with that personal information. But it's just like, Ethan overshares to such a degree that it's just like, yeah, I can understand why people get too parasocial in it. Even some of Ethan's haters get too parasocial in it. It's just like, you don't need to give this many people this much information. You let them operate on very vague and I do believe that part of the problem is because he's got himself so much on the internet, that is part of the problem. He's already put so much out there that maybe he just doesn't care anymore. So, like, I don't know. I just think that it's bad. I think that his execution and throwing all that information out there is bad. And because of that, Ethan has put himself in a situation where people know more about him than they should. And that's a bad thing, in my personal opinion. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I have got a crafter that has to go, that feed into the bone meal thing here, because I got a bone meal here. Actually, we're going to move that. I just put that down. Because bone meal comes from multiple spots. There we go. Sorry, I'm building like, so we've got the skeleton spawner that we got yesterday, and now I'm adding it to the deep storage. I kind of jumped in on the conversation, but hello, welcome. We're taking a small break here, chat, from talking about internet idiots to talk about this, where, let's see, that just goes up. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to put it up. No, that's not working. Problem is that there's no floor down there. Nope, that is. Okay, so we do this. There we go, and it'll spit directly into that, which is what we want. And then we just need to remove this. And then we can have this feed into this. And then we can have a clock that will output once we get what we want. Is this vanilla? This is vanilla with plugins.
Hey, how many? Because you're afraid that it will
by all means,
compromise
keep
your
talking
privacy.
about it.
On top of Ethan characterizing me and my wife as anti-Semitic, he also takes a dig at my tattoos.
Bro, you literally look like a fucking free tattoo pack that you get for 25 cents from a windy thing, bro. Like, literally, my kids have cooler fucking tattoos from...
Okay, that is very mean, but by the same token, Ian, your tattoos suck. I'm sorry. And the guy that you go to for your tattoos is like literally the person that your wife wants to fuck. Oh man, that is so hilarious that he decided to bring that up.
Chuck E. Cheese. Bro looks like he just went to the menu and was like, I'll take that one, and that one.
I have quite a few options here. I can show your tattoos in all of their glory, or I can show that your tattoo made it to the top of awful taste but great execution subreddit, which is not a good thing.
Hold on. Is that? Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what, iDubbbz, I'm gonna give you that one. That's funny. That's pretty good. I like it. Oh man. Oh fuck, that's hilarious. Basically, don't be like DSP and show your address to prove you got to switch to. Yes. I agree.
I mean, it might be a good thing for the artists that you work with, because that means that they did a good job from a technical standpoint, but it's sort of a failure in every other aspect, particularly the decision-making aspect. If you want to go tattoo for tattoo, Ethan, we can do that. You want to keep it to other things? We can. I'll give you that option. Ethan also talks about the potential CTE that I might have after boxing.
Yeah.
Ethan, your whole system is scrambled.
No, your brain is scrambled from getting punched in the face too many times because you don't understand the situation. Some people are saying the CTE is starting to take effect, I guess. That would be comforting if there was some explanation, at least.
Any amount of CTE that I may have endured after doing 2 boxing matches, I'm going to say is preferred over having to share the load of doing 50 jumping jacks with my wife.
Yeah, what if we we'll both do 25 at once?
25 each?
Oh my goodness. Great form by both. Really nice.
I don't get this. What's wrong with doing jumping jacks with your wife? I'm confused here.
They must work out.
Also, why are you talking about CTE at all? Like, you've continually illustrated that you can't keep track of anything.
It came up because they were talking about it on their fucking podcast. By the way, they're the ones that started this conversation by talking about it on the podcast. Be like, hey, I'm not getting involved.
I think that was their response after you guys initially called them out.
He can't even keep straight who attacked who first. He thinks that our podcast where we're expressing sympathy for him and Hila was the impetus for him talking shit about us. I much prefer boxing-induced CTE than harassment-induced CTE. Ethan acts like we're such great friends and that, like, he shared such intimate moments with me, but it's all horseshit. He's lying. Like, the whole thing is a fucking lie. He's manipulating his audience. We did not have a close relationship.
You guys were buddies for a long time.
Because he hates his wife? Oh, that's so mean, chat. That's so mean. But you're probably right. Sadly.
Like, hey, dude, we should talk this out. And I was like, I don't feel like having this conversation right now. That's it. So Ian kept trying to get me on the phone or text with me. And I told him, dude, honestly, I don't feel like having this conversation right now.
Okay.
Fair, right? I just didn't want to do it. Okay?
Just in that particular moment, or like at all?
Well, it turns out I didn't want to talk to him at all.
Okay.
If the relationship was that close, you would have talked to me on the phone. You wouldn't have shit-talked me. You would be curious.
Amen. I can agree with that. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't have shit-talked on the internet. You probably should have just called him. Just said, hey, I have an issue with this. And it sounds like Ian probably tried to call. I don't know, I'll take his word for it on that.
Where my brain was at and where I was coming from. There's this moment in the content cop where I'm trying to give an example of the cycle of harassment. Have you ever been in a comment section and found someone to argue with? It doesn't stop. It can literally go on forever if you don't want to touch grass.
I mean, yeah, this was kind of... Okay, what does that have to do with me?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Ethan and Hila act like they have no idea what I'm talking about here. So, I mean, maybe they don't. It's a very obvious and easy to digest point. That's why I made it that way. I'm going to explain it here so everyone on the internet understands. When you have a podcast where you are constantly emotionally dumping and saying things just off the top of your head, and you're attacking other people randomly, maybe from your perspective, it's not attacking. Maybe you're just commenting on someone else's situation.
He's got to be one of the most visually repulsive people. FaZe Banks, like, in my opinion, he's somewhat repulsive to look at.
And be
pedophile. Pirate Software is was like weird about it. I was like, look at my old voice, it's so lame. What an obnoxious loser. She goes, I can't believe these people are so obnoxious.
Jeez.
And he looks like an idiot.
And this is why I don't watch Ethan's podcast, because Ethan's podcast is just not interesting to me. Like, some people are like, oh, Ethan's getting funnier. I was like, no, this isn't interesting. This is just annoying and boring to listen to. I don't see how anybody finds this interesting, personally. Personally, I just don't see how it's interesting, but that's just me.
Who's obsessed with me, dude?
But what happens when other people comment on your situation? It doesn't feel too good, does it?
But he's like, no, actually, Ethan, the fucking Jew bag. Fuck this Jew bag Zionist baby killer, guys, right?
I don't know if that's what the video is.
That is the back and forth I'm describing. You might have thought, we were just saying that Ian and Anissa are bad friends. Well, guess what? We didn't take it that way.
Our POV is like, fuck everybody, and I don't want to hear any excuses. You're not my friend, and you never were, and you never will be. You never will be.
What we took it as is Ethan and Neil are shit-talking us. They just implied that we are okay with people using CPS as harassment, and now all their fans are brigading us. So I am going to respond in kind and make a content cop. So yes, that is what the cycle of harassment looks like.
Okay, what does that have to do with me?
I don't know.
How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
You might think that all the harassment you're getting has everything to do with your politics and your idea of Israel-Palestine, but a lot of my gripes were centered around you dragging me into your shit. You know, you knew that you were going through a lot, and you were saying, I'm hurting, I'm now going to make them hurt because they're not putting their head on the chopping block. Fuck you, you're a piece of shit. I'm sure there's anti-Semitic people that are attacking you guys, but they're not me, they're not Anissa. It's not...
Cycle of harassment, this video isn't continuing the chain. It is kind of continuing the chain. I mean, like, my personal opinion is he should probably, like, not do this on camera and just go to Ethan and say, can we, like, talk, broski? I don't know. I don't know. Akko, this is cringe, taking years off my life. I'm sorry. Instead of condemning that, you know, yeah, like, Ethan is very much so ignoring the fact that, like, oh, why is he attacking me? Because you're not condemning the people that literally called that like encouraged the CPS to be called. That is his main gripe. If you like did that, he would have no issues with you. That's the problem. Fuck, I already turned that into bone meal. I need to grab another bone. So you just admitted to continue the chain. Yeah, exactly. He's continuing the chain of harassment by just, I don't know. It's pointless to call people pedos. I agree. Again, that's why I don't like H3, because he's like very flippant and doing that kind of shit. Like, again, I don't understand when people are like, "Oh, H3 is becoming funnier." How? How is H3 becoming funnier? He just sounds way more stupid, in my personal opinion. Oh, I see an issue here. Fuck. All right. All right. Right. I was hoping I didn't have to do that, but I do. But no, H3 is not interesting. He is very unfunny, in my personal opinion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if we put a bone in here. Awesome. Wait. Okay, let's grab the rest of the bones.
Hassan, it's not all these other creators that you're attacking. You're not the biggest victim on the internet, Ethan. Other people can experience a horrible fucking time. And guess what? They're not getting this other benefit, which is 26,000 viewers. You're getting a lot of money and a lot of content, a lot of things that you care about from these beefs and from this harassment. There are a lot of people that you've just bullied and they have nothing to gain out of it. Frogan isn't making a bag from this. She's not getting content out of this. You're attacking her in relentless ways and endorsing so much worse harassment than what even you send her way.
The shit he said and posted about Frogan over the past years is like insanely nasty shit.
Yeah.
Worse than anyone I've seen. If this is true, absolutely mind-blowing, insane shit.
Hold on, it's not worse than anything you've seen. How can it be worse than anything you've seen?
Literally, no. I guess
he was
not.
very nasty. Well, I'm just saying, people like fucking want to like lay down and fucking like.
I'm talking about specifically against Frogan.
But like he called her fat, right, and ugly, which is horrifically mean. I get called a fucking baby killer.
I was talking specifically about
that's way
Frogan.
worse than being called fat and ugly, in my opinion.
Also, on top of Ethan and Neela constantly victimizing themselves, I did notice that as soon as we didn't immediately jump to Ethan and Neela's defense, Ethan took that to heart and he started to make that his employees' problems. Instead of just, sucking it up and taking it on himself, he decided to imply that Lena is going to have a problem with that.
A lot of this has ramifications for the crew. The way that they have it set up is basically, if Lena were to drop out, she would lose, she would have to pay back like $25,000 or something like insane. And besides that, which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out, she's working really hard. And just because I'm having an issue with what's going on here,
You bringing up Lena dropping out of the fight was you publicly showing to your fans, I don't approve of this. You were saying this shit before the content cop even came out.
which I told her I would cover if she wanted to drop out.
But now you are saying that you didn't have a problem with any of it until I made the video.
I was totally on board until the organizer put out a video calling me a psycho.
Yeah, that is kind of scummy. I don't know. Again, the main takeaway from this chat is that both sides suck. Both sides are dumb. And I don't agree with both sides. I think both sides are very stupid, very dumb. And you should too. Definitely think that because both sides do suck and are very dumb. And if you have that opinion, that's the right opinion to have because they both just suck, in my personal opinion. So I wouldn't consider being called fat and ugly horrific. Those are basic insults. I agree. Those are pretty basic insults. And so fat. Why did Ian decided to choose to side with and platform the most anti-Semitic people on Twitch? To be fair, he did. No way, dude.
Path for harassing his friend.
Obviously, Ethan and Neela will victimize themselves every chance they get. But when they have the chance to victimize someone else who's on their crew, they'll also do that.
You already forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again, you forced this situation on her.
Why would I do such a thing to Lena? Dude, you have as much agency as I do. You didn't have to badmouth me on your podcast. That was a choice that you made.
So go fuck yourself.
Again, broski. I'm not gonna carry water for Ethan here, but legitimately, he's upset because of you and who you decide to platform. I see what you put in the Discord. No. I don't. Day of the Rake is a Canadian thing. Well, okay. That's my fault. I misinterpreted what it meant, but that's just me. Regardless, I just Ian doesn't understand it. It's funny. The only thing I'm hearing is both Ian and Ethan are hypocrites. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I agree. My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
Oh, the organizers of this event are not jumping to my defense? All right, well, maybe instead of shit-talking them, maybe I should zip it.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree. You already forced Lena into this horrible situation. And again, you forced this situation on her. By the way, iDubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
But you're just lobbing it to me and Anissa. I'm lobbing it back to you. You're the one who brought it up. If you lob it back to me and you say, well, I didn't have your back publicly. Well, fuck you. I'm going to lob it back and say, you're being irresponsible on your podcast, and you're not taking any accountability for the shit you're putting out online. I think that's going to do it for this video. There's a lot more that I can share, but I'll save that for the future. And in closing, I will reiterate.
For the future? Are you going to make more? This motherfucker's not learned a damn thing. Oh my fuck. Holy shit, he's gonna make more? This motherfucker's gonna make more videos? Are you serious, Ethan? Oh, I was one off. That's okay, this is where he's gonna continue anyway. Up next, Content Sheriff. Oh. As if Hassan is remotely sincere about anything online ever. Not that I like the guy. He doesn't have an opinion that his chat doesn't agree with. No, I think they all suck. They all suck. They all suck. That's what you have to take away from this. Ian sucks, Ethan sucks, Hassan sucks. They all suck. And they're way richer than I am for me to care. The saga continues. Yeah, it continues, alright. Holy fucking shit, man. That's the fact that they're gonna continue it. Are you serious, broski? Are you actually serious that you're just gonna continue this tard war? Content hall monitor? Yeah, pretty much. Here, we'll finish it off.
That, you know, there's no ambiguity about it. Anissa and I are no longer involved in Creator Clash. We're stepping down completely. We hope that the event is a massive success this year. We hope that all the fighters get what they wanted out of it. I'm sorry that I'm such a fucking nasty person who just wants to roll around in the shit. I'll put the link to Creator Clash down in the description if you want to support them in their mission to get creators to fight and raise money for charity. You can do that down there. I will be doing that on my own, and I hope you guys have a good time. Also, for all the people who touch grass, I want to remind you to click the like button on this video, not so it goes in your algorithm or anything, just specifically so that we can add a counter narrative or I can get an idea of how much astroturfing is out there. Because I know that a lot of these fuckers, they love their dislike button extensions. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? These are all like fabricated numbers. The like-dislike ratio was like 80-20 on my video, and then they tried to create a narrative of like, no, people actually hate this content cop, guys. It's actually so much worse. Like, bitch, like, people were more upset with, like, my wife being on OnlyFans. You're not gonna convince the internet that fucking Ethan Klein isn't being a piece of shit. Like, sorry, guys.
Oh my
gosh. It doesn't matter how many
gosh.
dislike extensions you have.
We can free Palestine without being a Nazi, okay? Yeah, fuck you guys too, okay? How about you fucking Nazis? How about that?
It's blatantly and obviously fucking disingenuous. This shit blew my fucking mind. Like, this is fucking insane. And, like, dangerous. He is going out of his way to slander you as a neo-Nazi. Like, that can get you hurt.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are
Okay, I'm gonna pause that. I don't know if that's copyrighted music. That is hilarious. Oh my god. I will be real though. There really is no proof that the this is something that I kind of disagree with. I know that like Rev definitely thinks this is a real thing, and I really don't. I look at it and I'm like not really believing that this is like a real thing. People seem to think that the like-dislike thing is like a serious deal. It really isn't. It doesn't have... It's not running off of anything. As far as I know, the like-dislike thing is not running off of an API thing. And because of that, I don't know how much I trust it. Then again, it could be true that like they're pulling from something, but I would have to see proof that it's like a thing. Sorry, did he show it? Let me see here. We're gonna replay that clip and we're gonna see if he actually shows it. Because if he doesn't show it, then it probably is cope.
Can add a counter narrative or I can get an idea of how much astroturfing is out there, because I know that a lot of these fuckers, they love their dislike button extensions. And I saw that shit and I was like, what the fuck? These are all like fabricated numbers. The like-dislike ratio was like 80-20 on my video, and then they tried...
Why are you gonna show it? Please show it.
I had to create a narrative of like, no, people actually hate this content cop, guys. It's actually so much worse. Like, bitch, like, people were more upset with like my wife being on OnlyFans.
Is this it? Is this it? Or is this his wife being on OnlyFans? I'm confused. He didn't show it. He didn't show it. This isn't it because it's an 80-20 and this is a 60%. Broski, he's not showing it. Oh my god. Okay. How are you going to show one other video as an example, but not show this? Are you fucking kidding me? You're kidding me. Probably the OnlyFans one. I'm gonna say so. But I'm so fucking bro, Chacho. He refused to show it, so I don't believe him. Oh my gosh. I am thunderstruck right now. I don't know, like, because he didn't show it, chat, it's up to you. Up to you to decide if it is actually, you know, his wife is on OnlyFans, everything makes sense. Yeah, his wife's been on Well, I think she quit. I don't know for sure, but she was on OnlyFans at some point. Yeah. His wife was on OnlyFans at some point, so... It's not like it would be hard to prove. Just give the number. The cucking continues. No, yeah, he didn't show the number, so I don't know how much, I don't know how real that is. I don't know. We're just gonna have to say that he's... Because he didn't show it, I'm gonna say he's lying. Just gonna say he's lying, man. That's the OF video? Okay. We're just gonna say he didn't show it, so he's lying. Okay? That's what we're gonna say. And that's probably a bad faith thing to say, but he refused to show it, so I refuse to give him good faith on it. Sorry, Ethan. You get different videos from the same video at more or less the same time, I think. At least I heard that somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. This whole thing is very hilarious, man. Chat, can I tell you something? This whole thing is very dumb. Very dumb. Very stupid. Ooh, I didn't ever lay down anything for this. Okay, we'll have to do that. We need to take a break here eventually to make more hoppers. Need to cut down more wood. This is where Pixar didn't happen is a valid argument. Yes. Yes. It's not the H3 content cop that showed. It currently has 361 likes. I think that showed over 400k. Okay. 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 Chat, we are 2 hours into this 4 hours and 54 minute debate with Hassan Piker and H3H3. I'm going to take a couple minutes of a break. I need to use the restroom. Then we're going to come back. And then we're just going to go through it. I am going to tell you right now, I don't know how much of it I am actually going to be able to do. Because other people want to stream today. And I really don't want to take that from them. Plus, like, I don't know how much of this is really just interesting or worth going through. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll leave it up to you guys to see how much you really want me to debate, or not debate, go through this. Do we watch all of it? I'll let you guys vote. Vote in the chat. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we'll continue. If you guys don't want to watch it, we'll like chill for a little bit, and then I'll be done. I'll be honest, I kind of want to rest. I kind of do, but if you guys want to watch it, we will. But you guys vote, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you guys vote on that there for a few minutes. How many people are watching right now? 100. I'll wait till we get like 20 or 30%, and then we'll decide from there. Oh goodness. I'll just kind of chill for a little bit. Sorry, I'm just like mentally out of it. Like, I was planning to come in here and like just play 2 retards on camera for a while, but I got now it was like now it's 2.5 retards, and I'm just like I can't. I can't deal, you know. So vote on what you want to see. I will definitely tell you the option that I want is to not watch this personally, but you guys did pay me a shit ton of money yesterday, so because of that, I am gonna let you guys decide. Talking used to be happy when harvested. Yeah, sure. Plus, I know that, like, you know, Tempa's his stream coming up. I know Archcast is on right now. There's a lot of more entertaining dramas, you know. So, I'll wait until I get like 30 votes, and then we'll decide. Although I'm pretty sure I know what people are voting for, so. No poll on Twitch. I have no rights. I'm sorry. I don't know. I keep forgetting how to do polls on Twitch. Archcast cat crashed. What happened? I thought he was doing. Isn't that not today? No, it's live right now. Yeah, it's live right now. Oh, was there like 2 streams? Archcat Lumi is fishing, so Arch lost 95% of his power. Oh, okay. All right, chat. I'm just like, Temp, go live. Once Temp goes live, we'll be done. Hold on, I'll ask when he's going live. Or if he goes live in 30 minutes, we'll wait. Oh, fuck. He's got 2 streams lined up. Which one is his? Which stream is supposed to be Temps? Hold on. You're better off forgetting all these people? No. I don't know, Chad. I'm like dead. I'm so sorry. Oh, he says he's doing Aviotic first. Okay. All right, so what we'll probably do is just be live for the next 30 minutes and chill. We're not going to watch the debate, though. I'm like... Absolutely not. The react was enough. Turn on my new fan, a nice little new fan. It's very nice. Very powerful. A game that you should play is Half-Life Grounded. Okay. That sounds interesting. Here, we'll, Yeah, Temp's gonna go live in 30. We have new yippies, do we? Have new yippies been born? Oh, you've colored them. I can't make every single one of them a sticker. Oh, we can make some emotes, though. Here, I'll show them off for you, chat. Rarity yippies. We've got Yippee, we've got Silver Yippee. I thought it was just black and white Yippee. We have Gold Yippee, Diamond Yippee, Emerald Yippee, and Purple Yippee. I'll add these later. I'll try to add them later. We will add them to Discord because... Oh, you know what I can do? I can add those as, like, sub badges. Oh, fuck. Here, fuck Minecraft. Let's see if I can do that right now. Let's see if we can add those as, like, sub badges for people. Iron and Amethyst is Minecraft themed? Okay, fair enough. I mean, I was just gonna say, Purple Yippee, but that works. Okay. Memberships, default perks. Let's see here. Upload my own. I gotta download all of these first. Give me the yip. Yeah, so it'll show your rank depending on how long you've been a member. Purple is the best color after all. Exactly. Akko, would you pay money to see Cinder and Spike get in a fist fight one another in a Jerry Springer type brawl? Yes, I would. That would be interesting. Okay, and iron after 1 month. We have gold after 2 months. We will have diamond after 6 months. Emerald after 12 months. And then purple after 24 months. So if you're a member for 2 years, you'll be purple. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if that's going to take place immediately. Yeah, I'm going to refresh my stream and see if it does. It probably won't this stream. But, like, now there are sub badges. That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty damn cool. How long do you think it'll take before the results of hair pulling? I don't know. Oh, look, there it goes. Yes. It went in. Even temp is in purple? No. Look at that. Yes. I got a silver yippee. Yay. Sadly, it won't show up on my screen. We can now identify all the subs. Yes, you can. I know there was like, there's a program that a guy made that like shows your chat in emotes, and I kind of want that program. Let me look into that now. Oh, it's probably deep in my likes, so I'm gonna be... But like, there's a program that properly shows emotes. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that. But like, there's one that like shows you your emotes, and it's like made by a fan. I need to find it. I would show you scrolling my likes, but my likes are dangerous. Give me a few minutes. Occo getting energized by the yippies. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Beautiful. Because like, if I can replace the chat so it displays all of the emotes, that would be fantastic. I would love it so much. Because like, my biggest complaint is that nobody can see my emotes, and it really sucks. IMO. Nintendo done again. Wait, what? So if I'm not a sub, does that imply I'm a dom? Roll full. Something like that. Don't forget Twitch badges as well. Oh, I'll get to Twitch badges here. Give me one moment. I want to see if I can find this thing. I'm going to scroll for a little bit longer before I give up, but I'm pretty sure I haven't scrolled past where I tried to find, because it was like something I found this week. Oh, excuse me. These are memberships, not subs. Also, the chat is sub-only mode. No, the chat is in subscribed-only mode. Which I think I'm too tired to admit that's basically the same thing. Meaning that you have to be a subscriber in order to message in the chat. I think I'm just gonna like start doing that to keep individuals out that are trying to come in and cause drama. It does like reduce it by a lot, in my personal opinion. Okay, I'm about ready to give up. It's not my bookmarks. Sadly. Do it in extreme political streams only. Maybe. Because again, the goal is to... it does kind of sometimes promote people to subscribe just so they can talk. That's kind of part of it. Not really. The other part of it is just it keeps out people that decide to be stupid. There it is. I found it. I don't know how to get it here. Add to cart. Check out. Wait, hold on. Multi-chat overlay, stream bot overlay. Hold on. Horizontal chat. Supports Twitch and YouTube. Sorry, no TikTok. Custom emotes. BTTV, FFZ, 7TV. Built-in subscriber and donation alerts. Streamlab Elements. Patreon, Coffee, Tipstream. Fourth wall, customizable fonts. Let's see. Multi-chat overlay. Multi-stream title updater. We don't need that. Streamer bot, starter pack, Twitch ad countdown widget. No, we don't need those. We just want these two. Oh, these are URL instructions I'm downloading here. What kind of type of file is this? Your order is confirmed. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Dog is activated. Yes, he is alive. Do I just need to put this in my URL? Yes. Okay. This widget requires streamer.bot. Okay, so I need streamer.bot. Definitive streamer bot. The beginner's guide. Okay, so I'm assuming that I need his streamer bot. Download. Do I need this on my computer? I probably need it on the computer I'm going to use it with. Sorry, chat. I probably shouldn't do this live, but I want to test it. We're going to do some live testing. Otherwise, it's just not going to get done. So give me a few minutes. I want to improve the stream. I want to make this stuff better. Plus, if we make it better, we can see the silly stuff on stream better. I don't know. Download. I mean, I don't think you guys mind, do you? I have a wrench. Yes, you do. I have a rare yippee. That's right. Temp has the green yippee. I think green is over 12 months, so... Look at that. Temp's special. Temp with the Emerald GP? Yes, he does. Okay, hold on. Okay, I have the thing here. In StreamerBot, enable WebSocket server. Enable. Customize. Oh, do I need to do this? We're going to trade temp for a mending book? Yes, we will. I wonder if I need to do this in the website, in the same computer that hold on. Sorry, chat. Again, I apologize. This will all be worth it if I can figure it out. So that's what I'm going to do. Show platform, avatar, timestamps, badges, pronouns. I really don't care about pronouns, but whatever. Do I need to like... Because I've never used this bot before. Oh, I probably need to sign into it first. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Sign in. This probably needs to connect to your services. Yeah, it does. My instances. No instances found. If you enabled streamer bot web in your application settings, yes. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I attach? That's on my stab counter in the back from what it looks like. He just seems like the kind of asshole to do that. That would be really sad if he did. If only Temp was here. Well, Temp is streaming now. Chat, what we're doing now is we're doing some live testing. If we get it right, it'll be awesome. Let's see. Streamlabs tips. Let's connect that. Oh boy, I might have to do some of this off camera. Let's save that for later. Suddenly the chat explodes. Oh no. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I know I need to connect something, like my accounts to it. I just don't know how. Okay, we're gonna do this later. We're gonna do this later. I would like to, but we'll do it later. We'll do it another time. We'll do it tonight. Well, we'll show it off tonight. Anyway, thank you, chat, for coming today. I very much appreciate it. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna go fucking, like... Probably not gonna lay down, but I am gonna, like, be chill now. Anyway, you guys are all amazing. I'm gonna give you to Temp. Temp needs to have some fun, and it looks like he's having fun playing Abiotic, so that's cool. Love you guys. You guys are fantastic, as always. And we'll be back later tonight with me and Commander Cordia. We're gonna chill, probably do some stuff together. Anyway, you guys have a good one.